Listen closely. Some vegetables you've trusted your whole life may be quietly working against you after age 60. And a few simple changes could help your energy, digestion, and strength feel steadier again. If you're over 60, your body is not broken, but it is different. Digestion slows down. Muscles respond differently. Your blood sugar, joints, and inflammation can react much faster than they used to. And here's what most seniors are never told. It's not just what you eat. It's how certain foods behave inside an aging body. We've all been taught that vegetables are healthy, right? That's the golden rule. But after 60, some common vegetables become harder to digest, harder for your body to absorb nutrients from, and harder on your gut, joints, and energy levels. This is especially true when you eat them the wrong way or too often. Many older adults do everything they're supposed to do. They eat more vegetables. They cut out the junk food. They try to be careful. Yet, they still feel bloated after meals. They feel tired in the afternoon. Their joints are stiff in the morning. And they're low on energy by 3 p.m. This is where the confusion and frustration set in. You start blaming your age. You start blaming your genetics. You start thinking, well, I guess this is just how it is now. But what if I told you that in many cases, it's not your age at all. It's that you might be eating the wrong vegetables for a body over 60. Let me explain. Some vegetables can spike your blood sugar faster than you'd expect. Others can irritate a sensitive, aging digestive system. Some even interfere with the absorption of essential minerals that seniors already struggle to get enough of. And certain vegetables can quietly worsen inflammation when you eat them every single day without balance. Nobody really explains this clearly. Doctors are incredibly busy, and most nutrition advice you see online or on TV is aimed at younger adults. So many seniors just keep eating the same vegetables they ate at 40, even though their body's chemistry has completely changed. And at the same time, many older adults are missing out on a few powerful vegetables that are far more supportive for their bodies after. I'm talking about vegetables that are easier to digest, that support your joints and muscles, and that help keep your blood sugar steadier. Vegetables that work with your aging metabolism, not against it. Now, this is not about creating fear, and it's definitely not about cutting vegetables out of your diet. This is about being smarter. It's about choosing the right vegetables at the right time, prepared in the right way for this new chapter of your life. It's about making your food work for you. In this video, I'm going to share something very important. You'll learn about 4 specific vegetables that many seniors should consider eating less of, or perhaps avoiding altogether. And then, I'll reveal 4 different vegetables that older bodies tend to respond to far better. These are practical, realistic choices. Nothing extreme, nothing trendy, and nothing unsafe. These are just smart adjustments that many seniors have told me made their meals feel lighter, their digestion calmer, and their energy more stable and consistent throughout the day. And stay with me, because one of the vegetables on the worst list is going to be shocking. It's often promoted as a super healthy food for everyone. Most people over 60 eat it several times a week, never once realizing what it might be doing to their bodies behind the scenes. So let's get into it. The first vegetable you might want to rethink is, did you know that the vegetables you ate at 30 might not be the best ones for you at 60? It's true. As we get older, our bodies change how they process food, and this is completely normal. Stomach acid often decreases, digestive enzymes get a bit weaker, we lose some muscle mass, and our blood sugar can become more sensitive. Because of this, foods that used to feel light and healthy can suddenly start causing bloating, gas, or just leave you feeling drained. This is where a lot of common mistakes begin for people over 60. The first mistake is thinking all vegetables are equally healthy at every age. They're not. Some vegetables are very high in rough, fibrous material. A younger digestive system can handle that just fine, but an older system often struggles. When your digestion struggles, you don't absorb nutrients properly. Instead of getting energy from your food, you just get bloating and fatigue. The second mistake is eating certain vegetables raw every single day. Raw veggies are tough work for your body. They demand more stomach acid and more enzymes to break them down. For many seniors, a daily raw salad can lead to gas, cramps, and poor nutrient absorption, even though the food itself is technically healthy. And the third mistake, eating vegetables that secretly spiked your blood sugar. Some veggies act more like a starch than a green. They can raise your blood sugar quickly, which is followed by a big energy crash that leaves you feeling hungry again way too soon. Over time, this roller coaster of ups and downs puts a lot of stress on an aging metabolism. So, let's talk about 4 specific vegetables that people over 60 should be a little more careful with. Now, these are not bad foods, but for many seniors, eating them frequently can cause more problems than they solve. First up is corn. While we call it a vegetable, your body treats it more like sugar. It can raise your blood glucose pretty fast, offers limited nutrients that seniors really need, and can even contribute to inflammation if you eat it too often. If you're struggling with low energy or carrying extra weight around your middle, corn probably isn't your friend. Second, we have white potatoes, especially when they're mashed or fried. They digest very quickly, which spikes your blood sugar. And once you peel them, they don't offer much fiber. Potatoes are filling, for sure, but they don't provide that steady, long-lasting energy that most seniors need. Third on our list is raw cabbage. Cabbage is a great food, but when it's raw, it's incredibly tough. It can ferment in your gut, leading to uncomfortable bloating and pressure. It's just very difficult for an aging digestive system to break down properly. Cooked cabbage is a different story, but eating raw cabbage every day is a common mistake. And fourth, there's eggplant. Eggplant contains certain compounds that can irritate the joints in some sensitive older adults. It doesn't happen to everyone, but many seniors report feeling more stiffness or achiness when they eat eggplant frequently. But don't worry, here's the good news. For every vegetable that gets a little trickier after 60, there are others that become even more valuable. These are vegetables that are easier to digest, packed with the minerals seniors need, and actually support your joints, muscles, and gut health. Let's look at 4 vegetables that are usually a much better choice for seniors. First, cooked leafy greens. Think spinach, Swiss chard, and collard greens, all lightly cooked. Cooking softens the fiber, making the minerals like calcium and magnesium much easier for your body to absorb. Your gut doesn't have to work nearly as hard. These greens support your muscles and bones without stressing your digestion. Second is zucchini. Zucchini is gentle, hydrating, and very easy on your blood sugar. Many seniors find they have a lot less bloating when they swap heavier vegetables for zucchini. Third, carrots, but cooked, not raw. Cooked carrots are fantastic for supporting your vision and digestion. They're easier to break down and provide a source of steady energy. Raw carrots can be a bit rough, but cooked carrots are a senior-friendly superstar. And fourth, sweet potatoes in moderation. Unlike white potatoes, sweet potatoes digest much more slowly. They help keep your blood sugar balanced, provide great fiber and nutrients, and are filling without causing those sharp energy crashes. The real key here is not just what you eat, but how you eat it. After 60, your preparation and eating habits matter just as much. Gently cooking your vegetables, chewing slowly, and avoiding huge portions of raw food can make all the difference. These small changes can help vegetables start working for you again, not against you. In our next video, we're going to turn this knowledge into simple, practical habits you can start using this week without having to overhaul your entire diet. And I'll share one surprising habit that has nothing to do with adding food, but everything to do with when you eat it. Alright, let's turn all this great information into simple daily habits you can actually follow. We're not talking about anything extreme or complicated here. Just small, steady steps that truly respect how an aging body works. Remember, These habits aren't about being perfect. They are all about being consistent. First up, habit number 1. Always soften your vegetables before you eat them. This is probably one of the most important changes for anyone over 60. Why? Because after 60, your digestion just works better when vegetables are soft. It's that simple. So, what does this look like? Steam, salt, roast, or simmer your vegetables until they are nice and tender. Try to avoid those crunchy, raw textures for your daily meals. Stick to light cooking methods. No heavy frying. Soft vegetables need less stomach acid to break down, which means your body can absorb all those wonderful minerals much more easily. This single habit often reduces bloating, gas, and that heavy feeling in your stomach. Cooked greens, cooked carrots, cooked zucchini. These are your new best friends. You can still have raw vegetables occasionally, just don't make them the foundation of every meal. Habit number 2. Eat your starchy vegetables earlier in the day. Believe it or not, timing matters more and more after 60. Starchy vegetables, like potatoes or sweet potatoes, are best eaten when your body can actually use the energy they provide. So, try to have your starchy veggies at breakfast or lunch and avoid large portions at dinner. A great tip is to always pair them with some protein and healthy fat. Earlier in the day, your body handles blood sugar better. It uses that glucose for movement and it stores less of it as fat. At night, your digestion slows down and blood sugar can stay elevated for longer. Following this habit will support steadier energy levels throughout the day and even lead to better sleep. Next, habit number 3. Rotate your vegetables instead of eating the same ones every single day. So many of us fall into the trap of eating the same veggies on repeat. Spinach every morning, cabbage every lunch, and potatoes every single dinner. This can actually create an imbalance in your system. Instead, try this. Choose 3 or 4 different vegetables for the week, and then rotate them every few days. The goal is to avoid daily repetition of any one vegetable. This rotation helps reduce digestive irritation, sensitivities, and nutrient imbalances. Your body gets a wonderful variety without feeling overloaded. Just think weekly, not daily. Let's move on to habit number 4. Always pair your vegetables with protein. Vegetables on their own are often not enough. Especially after protein is crucial because it helps stabilize your blood sugar, it slows down digestion so you feel full longer, and it supports your muscles. So, make it a habit to add eggs, fish, beans, or lean meat to your vegetable dishes. Try to combine protein with your veggies at most meals and avoid having vegetable-only meals too often. When you eat vegetables alone, your energy can spike and then crash. But when you add protein, your meals feel much more satisfying, stable, and nourishing. This is especially important for lunch and dinner. And finally, habit number 5. Watch your portion sizes. Not all vegetables should be unlimited. This one surprises a lot of people. Some vegetables are very gentle on your system, but others can be quite intense. The truth is, even healthy vegetables can cause trouble if you eat them in very large amounts. A good rule of thumb is to start with about a half cup to 1 cup portion. Pay attention to how your body responds. If your digestion feels calm and happy, you can slowly increase the amount. What are the signs you might be eating too much? Bloating, a feeling of pressure, or feeling tired after meals are common clues. Remember, more is not always better. After 60, the body truly prefers moderation. So, let's put it all together. What does a simple, senior-friendly day of eating look like? For breakfast, you could have some cooked spinach with eggs and a small portion of sweet potato. For lunch, maybe some lightly sautéed zucchini and carrots with a piece of fish or some beans. And for dinner, cooked greens or squash with a lean protein and no heavy starches. This is just one example, of course. The goal isn't to follow strict rules. It's to find what leads to comfort, energy, and digestion that feels calm and settled. Here's one final reminder for you. Vegetables should make you feel lighter, clear-headed, and steady. They shouldn't make you feel bloated, drained, or uncomfortable. Your body gives you feedback every single day. Learning to listen to it is one of the greatest skills you can develop, especially after 60. In our final part, we are going to talk about hope. We'll explore why it's never too late to improve how you feel, why these small changes matter so deeply, and how you can move forward without any fear or pressure. If you're over 60 and listening to this, there's something incredibly important you need to hear. Your body is not failing you, it is adapting. And when you learn to adapt with it, instead of fighting against it, things often begin to feel calmer, steadier, and so much more manageable. I know many seniors feel like they've missed their chance. They think, I should have started this earlier, or it's simply too late for me to change now. I'm here to tell you that simply isn't true. Your body has an amazing ability to respond to gentle, positive improvements at any age. Just imagine your digestion feeling lighter. Imagine your energy levels feeling steadier throughout the day. Imagine meals no longer feeling like a heavy burden. And the best part? It doesn't require any drastic diets or a long list of strict, unforgiving rules. It all starts with one simple thing: understanding. Understanding that after 60, your body has new needs. Less is often more. Softer is often better. And simpler is almost always healthier. Vegetables are incredibly powerful. We all know that, but they are only powerful when they respect the unique needs of an aging body. When you stop forcing yourself to eat foods that just don't agree with you anymore, relief can come surprisingly quickly. You start to notice less bloating, less of that heavy weighed down feeling after a meal, less discomfort and more ease. It's about being smart with your choices. When you begin to add vegetables that actively support your digestion and help to balance your blood sugar, you are giving your body the exact tools it needs to work smoothly. Again, this isn't about achieving some kind of perfection. You don't need to completely avoid every single worst vegetable forever. And you definitely don't need to force yourself to eat every best vegetable every single day. That's not sustainable. What you need is awareness, a gentle awareness of what works for you. Start by choosing vegetables that feel gentle on your system. Cook them well, making them easier to digest. Try to rotate them, giving your body a variety of nutrients. And most importantly, eat them with balance as part of a complete meal. These are not chores. They are acts of care. And every single act of care adds up. One small, positive change at breakfast, one smarter choice at lunch. One lighter, more comfortable dinner. Over weeks and months, these small choices quietly build on each other, supporting your strength, your comfort, and your confidence. But most importantly, they give you back a sense of control over your own well-being. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. And you are certainly not too old. You are experienced. You know your body better than anyone else ever will. So, start to listen to it. Respect what it's telling you and work with it, not against it. If this message has helped you see vegetables or even your own health in a new light, please take that as a sign. A sign that simple knowledge still holds incredible power. A sign that small adjustments really do matter. And a sign that feeling better is absolutely still possible for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take what serves you from this message and feel free to leave what doesn't. Move forward at your own pace, with patience and with a renewed sense of confidence. Your health journey is not over. In many ways, it's just becoming more thoughtful and more intentional. Thanks for watching.